All right, Carter, I'm going to be honest with you. We're about an hour late to the Zoom meeting. Me and Liam,
No, it's 2 hours now.
it's
been a while.
It is currently...
I'm going to look at the first...
It is currently 12:12 in the morning, and this podcast comes out in 10 hours, so we're going to try to not mention anything that I have to bleep, so I don't have to worry about it. Because this is the worst procrastination I've ever done, and I can explain, okay? So me and Liam, over the past 2 weeks, right, we've been playing GTA 5, and we've been playing with, like, Jack, Jon, and Jon, and Danny Rowan, and those guys. But me, Jack, Liam, and Jon are doing this thing where we're doing all the heists in a row. And if you do all the heists in a row, you get $1 million. But if you do them all with the same people, you get an extra $1 million. So we have to deal with dealing with Jon's work schedule because Jon is still working. We have to deal with Jack Dunn's like crazy antics that he gets up to. We have to do, and then me and Liam have to still have to do all these heists, right, and make some money from it because that's what we're trying to do. So when we texted you, we had one like final mission because for those of you who don't know, those missions basically it's like a couple setups and then a heist like the finale and. So it's like really hard, the heist finale. So we had one setup and the finale left to do of the last heist. So we did all of the fucking missions, and it was like we had like an hour left until it was like 11 o'clock, which is when Jon had to get off. So we're like, nah, whatever, we'll finish this finale. That finale is impossible. So we have to like rob a bank, and then drive all the way across the entire map on bikes. We do all of this, and plus, if me and Jack Dunn, who are carrying the bags with the money on them, get shot, we lose some of the money. So me and Jack Dunn have to avoid everything. Meanwhile, we're on motorcycles where the cops are just kind of trying to kamikaze us off the entire time, and if we get knocked off, we're fucked because everybody just gets out of their car and just blasts you, and it's just so impossible. And so we finally get there, right? We're like, oh, it's like 11 o'clock, or it's like 10:50 or something like that. And Jon, what you're supposed to do is you go up the canyon, you jump off the bike, you pull your parachute, and land in a boat and leave. All right? It sounds complicated, but it's like 3 buttons. Jon, like, fucked up the jump, landed upside down, and killed himself. So we had to spend an extra half an hour doing it. We did that whole thing over again. I had to change clothes because of how much I was sweating of nerve that we wouldn't be able to finish this. Finish the heist after all this time. It was 12 in the morning. We didn't get the rewards for doing them all in a row.
All right, let's not forget the first time we did it, we lost like $300,000, and someone had the great idea, oh, let's just restart the whole heist over again.
Yeah, because we don't want to lose this money.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. We finished it, pretty fast the first time, so we spent an extra 40 minutes getting back to the bikes, and we spent another hour fucking trying to finish the thing, and we ended up with less money we would have had than the first time we restarted the mission.
Yeah, because we ended up losing so much money that they didn't let us lose money anyway. We lost half of the whole take. We lost like $600,000, and then in the end, we just died. We just didn't get the fucking reward anyways because the company glitched, and so now we have to eat. I looked up what to do, and they said just email Rockstar support. And so I have to now call another fucking tech support company and deal with their shenanigans for another reward that I deserve. And the thing is, you're supposed to get $2 million. I got $1 million. And so did Liam. Jon and Jack Dunn got 0. They got like 300,000 total for spending like 2 hours on a finale. It was some bullshit. Oh, so needless to say, Jack Dunn was pretty pissed about that.
I could see it.
So, Carter and Kaiser, what's been up with you guys? We're in the same math class, but we always turn our cameras off in that class. So.
Yeah, I don't like that class.
Yeah. What's been going on?
Yeah, social distancing, by the way. Can we talk about that from Wednesday?
Oh, exactly. Did I send that to you? That picture that
was in our physics group chat.
Okay, so
what happened?
Okay, so I should add you to the physics group chat just so we can
help each other. Then I have to just give answers. I don't need them.
Not give answers, but just never mind. Fuck you, Carter. Carter, you don't need the physics group chat.
I don't need it.
So we were in third hour, right? And the teacher, so this whole pandemic thing is going on. It's if you don't know about it, you're not I don't know. I don't know why I phrased it like that. I don't like. There's not.
Oh, is that she had all the people with her?
Yeah. She was in. I get in the chat and she's with like 20, like not 20, like 10 girls, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, are these like their relatives? And I see like, wait a minute, I know that girl. She's in my choir class. They left, and she goes, oh yeah, all those girls were having a party next door, and they decided to come over and they just wanted to see what Zoom was like on the other side, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see you guys. It's like, okay, what the fuck? Are you not like, oh my, I can't even, like, I don't know what the hell to describe that as. But it was so weird.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck.
By it. I took a picture of it.
You took a picture of it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But it's like,
what the hell's going on?
It's like, first of all, if you're an adult, so first of all, you shouldn't even be like, oh yeah, they're just having a party next door. Why were you having a party next door? Second of all, oh yeah, just come into my house. Whatever.
And then she gave them candy or whatever. Like,
yeah, she gave them candy. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. But anyways, it was kind of sad in that class. I was really sad because she was like, nobody gonna turn on their camera today? And it was like, nobody had their camera on in the entire class. There's like 3 people. And it's like, you imagine how like sad it must be as a teacher when your class is sleeping during class. Like someone's sleeping during class because it's like, oh, I must be the most boring teacher ever. And then to have every single person not want to show you their face because they're probably on their phone, it's just like, oh no. I mean, I wasn't on my phone, of course.
I just can't stand that half of her class is her talking with a certain person that doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, there is one person that's always asking questions. Then again, I should be asking questions for some stuff I'm confused on.
A lot of the time, though, it's not like stuff about the class.
Yeah. And also, oh yeah, that is also bullshit too. Don't interrupt the class that we have an AP test in a couple of weeks. Don't interrupt that for fucking chit chat.
How's hockey going? Oh, okay. Yeah.
How's what going on?
Like,
how's hockey going? Oh, I see.
Preparing for a test or something.
Yes.
You can just talk about hockey. That's fine.
Exactly.
Or music.
Don't even get me started. There's this one person in our class, everybody knows, music guy who likes to sing.
We know exactly. It's the spark of conversation between me and Carter during class.
Be better on a Discord call for a lot of math tests because the roasting him the whole time.
Really? Well, yeah. He one time, I think right as he joined, he was unmuted, he was like, well, fuck this shit. And he muted himself, but you could hear him, and I was like, and I'll be honest, I might have made a mistake where I might have said fuck. Well, I didn't say fuck, but what happened was we were in choir class, and I kind of told the story the other day, but Fred was there. You guys know Fred, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kaiser knows Fred. Kaiser knows Fred.
I know Fred.
I'll type it in chat. You guys all know Fred.
I'm gonna take a guess at who it is.
Okay.
I have no idea who Fred is.
Yeah, it's our code name for a very specific person. I just typed it in chat.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Oh.
So he was trying to do some magic trick in choir, where he was like gonna read your mind, but I had already heard the trick, so I purposely tried to fuck him up, because it was like the thing where you do like all these numbers and end up leading to the number 4, and like it's like each number corresponds to the letter, so 4 equals D, and they're like, name a country that starts with that letter, but obviously the first country that comes to your mind is Denmark, so I said the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And so he was like, oh man. And I think right as Fred joined the first time to like do that whole like session, I like laughed he started saying something and I started laughing my ass off and I just screamed, but I was muted and somehow the teacher unmuted me without me clicking anything, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so he goes, someone just screamed, and I'm like, wasn't me. But oh my god. Kaiser, how's it been going for you, man?
It's been good. I've been in and out of Valorant.
I heard about that.
That's rough.
I go, is Ben Kaiser gonna be up this late to this podcast? And Liv's like, yeah, he's gonna be up.
That's It's just been a roller coaster. Now, see.
So what is the appeal of that game? Can you answer that to me?
I have no idea, actually.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Carter, answer that question.
I think it's the fact that it's like hidden. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the fact that you have to watch to get a key, and that's what makes it hype.
Yeah.
So explain that process to me.
So many people like CS:GO for some reason. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like the only video game I've ever like played a lot of is Overwatch, and no one plays it anymore. It's just sad.
Yeah.
But then Valorant is just CS:GO with abilities that have essentially copied Overwatch. So it's like my friends are playing that, so I guess I'll play that.
Isn't Overwatch 2 coming out though?
Yeah, it is. But
I should really stop fucking with this piece of paper. I always like do shit when I'm bored, like write shit, and I can always hear it on the podcast. But what I was gonna say was, so explain this process. How do you get to play that game?
You have to watch countless hours of streams. If you're lucky, one person you'll get it within 5 minutes. If you're unlucky, you could have to watch for like months, and it'd suck.
So you're saying if you're me, you'll never be able to play it?
Yeah.
Well,
probably.
I mean, they're gonna. Well, I mean, you'll be able to play when they release it, but they're just like handing out free access codes.
So you have to like watch, and then you get a code randomly sometimes.
Yeah.
When you watch
these drops started 28 days ago, and they've been going nonstop since then. And our friend Ricky has yet to get a code.
Oh, poor Ricky.
28 days in, and I've gotten 4.
Can you not give them to other people?
Yeah. No, I gave one. Yeah, I gave one to Ricky. I don't know who I gave the other ones to. I actually sold one.
Yeah. You sold. How much did you make for it?
Yeah, I got $10 off of it. People are selling on eBay for like $150. I didn't see that.
Oh my god.
You're a fool.
I know.
That's amazing.
Dude, one time I went to like a store somewhere. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna mark down. Oh, I accidentally almost fucked it up. I went to a store somewhere in town, and fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I went to the store somewhere in town, and they were selling Pokemon cards, and I'm like, I have that card, and they're selling it for like $10. So it's like, why don't I just sell my Pokemon cards? And then someone was selling a Lego, like just a minifigure character for like $15, and it's like, bro, I could just sell my Legos. But I don't want to, because I'm a hoarder bitch.
Yeah, don't sell the Legos.
Legos are like childhood memory.
That's like
driven.
That's like when people like sell their toys, like, I don't know. Like, you can give those to your kids, though.
Yeah.
The thing, like, for example, Fred. We all know Fred. We just told the story about him.
Good old Fred.
As soon as he finishes, like, as soon as he's going to buy a new console, he sells the other console and all the games for it. It's like,
oh, yeah, he's talked about that. That's stupid.
It's like, why? Imagine if I did that. I could never play Lego Star Wars.
See, I did that with my PlayStation 3, but that's like a trash console, so it deserved to go.
Did you also get rid of your Wii?
It's not good.
That's because that went black. Like, it literally, I couldn't play it. It just broke.
Oh, yeah, my Wii broke too.
Oh.
They aged too much.
I had to purchase Liam's Wii.
Yeah, he texts me out of nowhere. I haven't talked to him in like 3 months, and he's like, "Yo, so you still selling that Wii? Because we've been talking about selling that Wii for years." And he finally texts me, "I guess I'm home. I have to go to work soon." He's like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'm in town. I guess I'll just stop over." I'm like,
Okay, I didn't say I guess I'll just stop over. I said, I mean, I'm in town. Because I really want to play Super Mario Sunshine right now, and I want a Wii that can play GameCube games, because I have a Wii that can't, because they just took out that feature of a Wii for God knows why. So I'm like, I could just buy one from Liam, and I literally had to go back in town to like cash my check anyway. So it's like, I'm gonna have money. I'm gonna be right next to where Liam lives. I'll just get that fat coin. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I said that. I'll just get that Wii. I've been losing my shit recently. Like, sometimes I just start sentences and I don't know where I'm going with them. Like,
So you're turning into me.
That is bad.
That is that. That's funny. Oh my god. Kaiser, can you explain to me what is your genuine reaction to the Kaiser can't finish a sentence meme?
I never noticed that it happened until you started bringing it up, and then I started to realize it happens more than I think. I'm assuming it's getting better. I don't know, but
it seems to be getting better.
Yeah.
Carter, why did you just text to the he just texted us a link to the Zoom group chat. Buy Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga special promotion. Offer ends May 7th.
Damn,
$19.99.
off?
It's $5 on Steam right now. I just want everyone to know that.
Bro, I might buy a second copy of Lego Star Wars. By the way, if you
doing Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga,
if you buy it on Steam, you can play online multiplayer.
I know, right?
You can also buy it on mobile now. Okay, can I also bring this up? You know how, guys, remember the last episode you were on that, remember that episode that never happened? Remember that episode? At the very end, I was like, who's excited for 420? And everybody's like, why 420? And I'm like, because that's when Lego Star Wars is coming out, bitch, because that's when it got leaked. What the fuck? They have not released a single ounce of information for that game because... And it's like, when is it? They announced that game a year ago, and there still has been no trailers for that fucking game.
It's weird, because, even if their excuse was Corona, the game is done if they're willing to say that it's, that far into release.
The reason that they're doing that is because they said that the fucking producers didn't tell them what happens in episode 9, so they couldn't make any of that whole part of the game until after December. So to watch that movie, then remember what everything looked like, and then go back. I wonder if someone just fucking recorded it. They probably sent them the movie or something. I don't know. But still,
probably.
It's come on. So Carter, can you explain something to me?
I can try.
Do you take testosterone pills?
No, I don't.
Then how come your beard is just such in mint condition every single time?
I don't know, man. I shaved 2 days ago.
Oh my god, I haven't shaved in a couple since quarantine happened. So I have my pedo stash and my pedo goatee that you can't even see on the camera, and it's just pathetic. I'll never catch up to Carter.
Yeah, it is. It's the hair. It goes away from my eyebrows to my beard.
Oh yeah, you do have what the fuck are wrong with your eyebrows? You have half eyebrows.
It's the inner half is brown hair and the outer half is blonde hair, so you can't see it unless you look really
that is
closely.
true.
It's so annoying.
You look like one of the...
You're turning into those e-boys that are shaving their eyebrows now.
Yeah,
oh, no.
you're turning into a me with one of the eyebrow settings that no one ever uses because you're nobody's eyebrows look like fucking that. There's the me's with the dots for eyebrows.
Yes.
What the fuck is that? Name one person that has that in real life.
I remember looking at that for the first time. Did not know what that was. Tattooed eyebrows or something.
Eyebrows from Dunkin'.
From what?
Dunkin' Donuts.
I know you're at Dunkin'.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, someone Carter hated with a passion.
Yeah. I'm gonna bleep out her name every time you said that, by the way.
Nobody knows. She's fucking 30 years old or something. I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it in because you didn't use the last name. But I'll bleep out the part where you said where she. I'll bleep out the part where you said where she works. I'll bleep out the part where.
Was fucking, but there's no last name.
We said it for months and we don't know what her name is.
I went to work today where I work. I didn't work, but I went to go get food there. And every single person that was there, I didn't know. I looked inside, I'm like, I don't know anybody who's working here on the shift. And I asked for the employee discount, and they're like, yeah, sure. And it's oh god. Imagine I'm going to come into work though, and then they're like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, bro, I've been working here for a year and almost a quarter.
Every time I go there, I get the VIP discount, and I appreciate that.
From me?
Not from you, from 3 people.
All right. Well, let's just say...
Not from you.
I don't ever see you there, I don't think.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Every time I give the VIP discounts, I always feel uh-oh. I give it to Jack Dunn sometimes when he's there. And, but then I realize nobody cares. Because what are they going to do, fire me?
Yeah.
Well,
pretty.
No, they
10%
wouldn't.
off.
They wouldn't fire me. But even if they did, am I really gonna complain? No. Just kidding. All right. Anyways, so Liam, have you been up to anything off camera other than playing GTA with me?
I switch off between GTA and Valorant, and I've never had so much attention in my life. Sometimes people want me to play Valorant, sometimes people want me to play GTA, and I've never been needed ever in my life so much.
This is because you're in the heist crew, Liam.
It makes me feel wanted. So
You're the ace pilot of the heist crew. Bro,
awkward coincidence.
What did
Lego
you say?
Star Wars: The Complete Saga is now downloaded.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I took advantage of the $5 deal. That was a good note.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no,
$25.
yeah, it's normally 20, which actually
It's
isn't
a
quite
deal.
expensive. Like,
Spent $20.
$20 for a game that came out in 2007.
yeah,
Pretty ridiculous.
that's true. That's a last seen game. But no, I have an awkward like restaurant story. I'm not gonna name the restaurant. I'll type it in chat. But I went there. It was like,
Okay.
and the people were like,
"Did you tell me about this?"
yeah, I know. So I had many problems with this. So first off, the person that was taking my order completely pissed off. I think when I went up and through the drive-thru, there were like 3 people working there, and it was super busy in the drive-thru. Like, I felt bad, but then I waited at least 20 minutes to get my food, and I didn't get part of it. My chili from there literally didn't have juices in it. It was just solid like meat, beans, and tomato. It was disgusting. And then they just gave me like a random like medium Sprite for no reason, like because they just didn't give drinks and anything. It was probably one of the worst experiences ever, and I'm not going back there for a long time.
Just don't get the chili there.
No.
I thought you were going to say the chili was cold, and I was about to say it was the chili. I was waiting for you to say it. I'm like, oh, fuck, you didn't have any juice in it. I can't make
yeah,
my
it was
joke.
just
then.
mild, you know. That's an awkward thing. Going back to the coincidence, I never see like anybody I know work there. Like I never see you there. I don't see like people I know that work.
That's just a joke.
Yeah,
You won't say Wendy's, but then you'll say where Lucas works.
Oh, Carter, you just fucked it up.
Now they have to bleep out Wendy's. You
Yeah.
kidding?
Liam,
I said Wendy's. I don't get that.
No, you can say Wendy's. I'm
There's
not going to
not
fuck.
even one in our town.
There's
It
not
doesn't
even one
give
where we
any-
live.
Oh, that's also true. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
remember when that got discontinued for like
Drug
not
dealing
making
to
enough
the
money.
drive-thru?
Dude, you remember when
Yeah,
Wendy's
and
got shut
drugging.
down in our town because there was like a fucking secret like terrorist organization underground that were planning to plot revenge on the entire town, and it was underneath.
Bro, that spot's been cursed since there. We've gone through like a restaurant and like a couple tire stores or
Dickie's
mechanical
barbecue.
shops.
Dude, that
Yeah.
place sucks. I don't even know where that place used to be.
Dickies.
Dickies. I don't even remember
What
there being a
Dickies?
Dickies there.
Right across from the movie theater.
Yeah.
Is it a
Oh.
bank now?
No, it's
It's
like
an
an
auto
auto
shop.
shop. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Huh.
don't know how we can support this.
That place got
auto
shut down
shop.
recently too, right?
No, I think it's still running.
Every single fucking time I go into town, there's like 80 for sale signs of all these fucking locations. It's like, why? Can
We
someone,
can't keep anything in this town.
can
and I
some
don't know
business
why.
succeed in this town?
Bro, it's just waiting for whoever buys out the area where Target was. That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
It's
This
the next
town
big
is
thing.
dying. That's all.
What would it be? I don't know. Like a Best Buy, but nobody would go to a Best Buy.
But does that ever
in this town,
happen,
so
though?
I don't know.
Does that ever happen where towns just like, nope, we don't have business anymore? Has that ever happened to
Walmart
any
will
town?
stay. It's just.
I'm sure it has.
I don't know,
Overalls the
man.
whole town.
Amazon is just fucking, man.
More farmland.
Local businesses can't stay and float. Even the paper shut down.
What paper?
The newspaper.
Really?
We don't have a local newspaper anymore.
I've never got a newspaper. In my
Well, me neither. That's the thing. Nobody fucking reads the paper. It's 2020.
I live around the people that read the newspaper. That's why I get it.
Yeah.
That's all.
My grandparents get the newspaper. That's because my grandpa used to write for the newspaper, so he kind of is biased in that regard.
I don't even know how this town is growing.
My fucking grandparents. Oh yeah.
It's growing?
Yeah, what? It's growing like 100 people a year.
How?
I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
It's just a baby boom.
I feel like less kids are going to school though.
Bit.
I mean, the school's nice, but we spend more money on education than maybe something useful like business.
I mean, you can't. I don't know. We're getting weirdly political, but not in like an opinionated way. We're just talking about taxes and shutdown of the government.
Oh, yes. Liam, capital punishment. What do you think?
No! Shut the fuck up.
I love capital punishment.
Oh my god. Anyways,
with me.
What was it? Oh fuck! What was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about something. What were we just talking about? We were talking about how everything's shutting down.
The town is growing and everything, and then politics. But the thing about the town growing, it's not even like good people are coming in. It's a whole bunch of like druggies.
It's white trash.
Oh god. I wouldn't. All right.
Yeah, downtown's kind of I think the main source of people coming here, which is a sad thing because it's bad.
That's a good point. Here's Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've gotten way too specific about our town. Like, can you imagine if there's one person who's actually listening to all episodes of the podcast who doesn't know me personally, and then is just like, I finally know where they live because I'm gonna Google all this shit. If anybody is that much of a nerd to go through that effort to find out what town I live in, good on you, man. I don't give a shit.
They just have one of those maps on their wall with like
they cross out the fucking
strings, and they're like, there's just a question mark in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I finally found it.
At last, I have located it.
Towns where the target has closed.
If they listen to episode 16, they'll know that we have a pool in town.
You mean episode 17?
You
mean episode 17?
That was episode 17. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kaiser, I might repost that episode, but I just get rid of all the bad parts.
Yeah, well, okay, what can they do now? They can't call you in.
For people asking why I have to take that episode down, it's because of Blattner not wanting me to put it back up because of things that were said in that episode.
Okay, what are the odds that he actually listens to it? 0.
To this one?
No, to like if we repost that one.
Oh,
like,
people would tell him though. I would post it on my story like, oh, by the way, this is back. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't do
that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell him. And if he does what's he supposed to do, go over to your house and like stand 6 feet away from you.
Okay. I mean, really, right now, like I could do whatever I want right now, and the school can't do anything because what are they gonna do? Make me go to Saturday school? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna fuck around and do something wrong because I'm not an asshole. But you know, sometimes you don't do anything wrong and you still get in trouble for it.
We only have 9 minutes.
By the way, we have 9 minutes until this thing automatically ends. Just type in the same number. This is my personal code.
Okay.
You might be able to copy and paste it from somewhere. I think if you click the top left, maybe.
Oh yeah,
top left.
Can you copy and paste that or no?
You can copy the URL.
Info.
Is there a way you can just do this better? Is there a way? Like every time I'm on a Zoom call with Carl, he always makes it so it doesn't expire after.
You have to buy like a premium or something, I think.
I know, but Carl.
His mom probably has.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get a hat, man.
Carl's mom.
Carl now.
Carl
is now TikTok famous and going wild.
Can we talk about Carl? Oh yes.
Kazakhstan.
Oh, can we talk about Carl? Carl?
What else?
Carl recently posted a TikTok that got 100,000 views.
Oh.
What the fuck?
He's just been like talking about it nonstop on Snapchat, and I'm just like,
I know, but still, that's cool though. Like if I got a fucking, one time I posted a review. I was mad at our middle school, so I posted a review of it on Google Maps, and I got a notification like 2 years ago that it hit 1,000 views. I'm like, damn, that's my most viewed item on the internet. Except for maybe like a meme or something. I don't know. Probably not. There's probably.
Funny enough, I went to the comment section of that video, and it all talks about how the AP test isn't that bad. I got like a 4 without writing like about the right topic.
The comment section about what video? I'm frozen. Oh no. I'm getting mid code. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't tell me I'm about to crash. Oh no. Alright, in the meantime.
See just his face.
Oh, never mind, I'm back. Okay. Kaiser, what video is it on?
What video is it on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's about his A push. Like
about
AP
Carl's
test.
TikTok.
Yeah, Carl's TikTok, and the entire comment section is, oh yeah, the question was blah 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 last year. It was super easy. That's why I got a 4. And it's like, oh, I wrote about the wrong subject and got a 4. It's like, okay now.
Okay. Here's my predictions. I think I'm gonna do good on the language. I think I might do good on language just because of the fact that we have not done any review of that, and it's in 2 weeks. So he's either a moron or he's.
I think it's the first one.
Oh.
I think you didn't even go to the second one, and you think it's.
It's not the second one. It's the first one.
But it's like, I don't know. I think I'll probably do good on those two, but math and physics, I don't know. I hope I do good at math. I feel like I've done the most reviewing for, but physics, I'm definitely not going to pass.
There's almost a 100% chance that I don't pass the physics test.
The thing is, here's what you're not considering though. We're doing this on the internet, so it might be easier than years past.
Yeah, I don't know.
It also might be much harder.
That is true. Sure. But then again, you can just figure out, like, you can, like, look at your notes, or I'm going to whisper
Google.
this. Google it.
I mean, the thing is, like, if you saw, like, some of the examples that he was posting, like, what the questions are going to look like, most of them don't even involve an equation. It's like, what would you do for this?
Yeah.
And that's just going to fuck anyone.
Well, he doesn't post... He doesn't go to Zoom or doesn't do any review. He just, like, gives you, like, these quizzes that are, like, 3 questions.
Or he gives you that one AP College Board guy that has a weird hippo fetish or something.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Yeah, I don't get it. I went to his first Zoom, haven't gone to one since.
Well, he hasn't had any.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. And I don't go to English anymore because I can't stand sitting there for an hour listening to...
I haven't been to English in like 3 weeks.
That is true. I go to English all the time, but I feel like it's kind of unnecessary. Then again, I do need kind of help on this essay. My partner is Jack Dunn, but he's actually doing most of the work. He's done most of the work so far. Actually, he's done all of the work so far.
I'm just soloing this. I'm just gonna...
Tomorrow, me and Jack are gonna do it. Are gonna work on it. But
Lucas, when you asked me if I wanted to be partners with you with this essay, I didn't know it was a partner essay. I'm like, why the hell are we doing an essay together? I don't get that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you just in case Jack Dunn said no. I was
like, that's really awkward.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Yeah,
It's only 300 words, so I think we should be fine.
I just took into consideration I didn't find a partner within like the first day, and I'm like, whoever's left is either not gonna help or they're just like, or that's someone I don't want to talk to do this.
Who did you get as your partner?
I was gonna ask Luke when I first heard about it, but then I kind of I didn't like understand it for like fully, and then as soon as like I was about to ask him, he's like, "Oh, I already got Carter as a partner." I'm like, "Shit."
That was no.
Dude, and then I was gonna ask Tyler too, but then he also had a partner, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go by myself. You know, I know enough about Jackie Robinson. I'll be fine. I can search up bigger. We'll be good.
Yeah.
Every time we try to work on the essay, we're like, all right, let's just do some research and meet the next day. Let's play some Valorant. We're now on to tomorrow as our trying to do it day.
Is it due? It's due on Sunday, right?
Do Sunday, but I don't want to do it Sunday.
Sunday night at like 11:59.
Yeah, me and Jack are gonna
start at like 9 or 10 and get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's also another thing. Why are we still doing decades? That's my big question.
Yeah.
We're not going back to school, it's basically going to be impossible to film. So how are you supposed to get content out of this without like screen recording a slideshow of you presenting your decade? Which, for my decade, the 80s, we're not even going to get to. There's no way we like talk about the 80s, and if we do, it's going to be barely any.
The thing is that the problem I have with it is that, first of all, I'm fine because we didn't really have anything prepared. We just kind of knew what we were gonna vaguely do. It's gonna be impossible to do scenes by ourselves. But the problem is that I'm seeing is people are meeting up and doing it. It's like, oh my god.
Give a quiet example. Dan Burrow and his group, they definitely meet up because that's just like the, I don't know, that group turned into a weird friend group, and I don't understand it now.
I don't know what's going on either.
Yeah, most of our decades, like we had like all of ours planned out. Most of like almost like 90% was going to be live, and now none of that can happen.
Yeah,
we have to figure out a whole new plan.
The only reason he's doing this is because people were like 100% done, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna do it for those people that were like all already done, and it's like, well, what about the people
you're fucking those people that are already done because now they can't do shit.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I'm sorry, it's unfortunate events. If you already did all of it, then like, I'm sorry, like we can't control a dude that like ran into a bat in China and spread a virus around the world.
Here's what I'm gonna say though. Here's what I'm gonna say. You like that he's probably gonna be very lenient on grading that. And also, you need those points. You need those points to catch up in that class.
I don't.
Yeah,
I do.
I don't think so. I think I'll still get an A. I'm sitting at like
a
high A minus right now.
I'm at like a B plus in that class.
He'll probably just use it to boost grades, honestly.
He might do what he did at the beginning of the year, that it's like if you do it at least and you try, then he'll give you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. That's
I doubt it. But...
I doubt it though. That with that teacher, he's definitely not gonna throw us a bone that easily.
Yeah.
That's kind of bullshit though. All right, so Liam, you've been quiet. Why is that? Oh wait, you're not in AP classes.
I'm literally not in any AP classes.
But you did the Decades project, did you not?
I did do the Decades project. Our Decades project was a slideshow with music and
oh god,
and a few filmed videos in between.
Who is your group? Like first names that you can say.
Matt.
Okay, that's not okay. Maybe don't say it because that's like literally the least specific like name of all time. There's like 80 Matts.
Maybe we go in the chat to type this, but little knowing we have.
I literally don't know a lot of the other.
So when this thing ends, just copy and paste your number into the code again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less than a minute. Why can't they do a timer? Were they that lazy?
Exactly.
Yeah. It'll give us 3.
And then the thing ends. Okay, just a second. All right, we're back. All right, we can continue talking now. So, what were we were just talking about Zoom ending. So I don't know. So Liam, how have you been enjoying playing GTA with us? How have you been enjoying getting back into the PlayStation mindset after Fortnite died?
PlayStation mindset?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the definition of a PlayStation mindset?
Usually, like, when we were playing PlayStation, it was just like, oh, get online, do some 4-player Fortnite or whatever. And
yeah.
Now we have to do 4-player GTA. We're back into the old grind of like dealing with people's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you said 4-play.
4-play.
You said 4-play in Fortnite.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's nice that I don't know.
It sucks that we didn't get that extra $2 million though.
I still don't even really do any of my homework. I guess.
Nothing's
I don't know.
changed there.
It's so hard for
Nothing's
me to...
changed there, Carter says.
I just keep procrastinating and like, Valorant's right on my computer.
Yeah.
And this shitty math assignment is boring as hell.
I know.
Which one do I do?
For Spanish, I've had to literally submit my thing like so many. Like I submit my thing, and then the teacher's like, "I didn't get your thing," and I'm like, so then I can't find it because I deleted the pictures, or I have to go find it in my room. I can't find it either. And then she doesn't believe me, and I'm like, bro, I submitted it. I don't know what you're talking about. So then that's happened to me the past 2 weeks. So this week when I submitted my homework, I took a screenshot of me submitting it.
Smart.
So just in case it doesn't work, I got the evidence. But come on.
Hopefully it says your name somewhere in there. You just took someone else's submitted picture.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know how I stay on track. It's just, I don't know. I get into normal routines, and it's just like, I don't know.
It's kind of hard to stay motivated.
Yeah. I mean, I just, like, do stuff. Like, it just...
I don't know.
I just get stuff done, because then I realize I have the rest of my day to do whatever, like, whatever I want. So it's like that.
Yeah.
I mean, should be studying
the
for AP
opposite.
tests. Yeah.
For you, it's the opposite, Carter?
Yeah, I feel like I wake up, I'm like, I got all day to do the rest of the stuff, and then by 11:58, when I have to turn in 6 assignments, it's late.
Yeah.
It's happened numerous times now.
That happens to me, but for me, it's like, bruh, I feel like I can't go down and play video games right now, because all my video game shit is downstairs. I'll talk to Jack. Like, sometimes when it's lunch, I'll like go lay on my bed, and then it's just like, oh fuck. But sometimes I'll be like, okay, math is over. I don't have to do anything in physics, so I'll just go take a nap. And then I wake up from the nap and I missed the tennis Zoom meeting. I'm like, well, fuck. That's happened to me like 3 times in a row.
Those suck.
But I come back. The one time I come back, I actually remember, and it's like a mental health thing.
Yeah,
and those are important and all, but it was like mental health about like the positives of being in quarantine. And like, that's like, for someone who's like that's a big problem. I understand why they would do that, but like for me, that's not a big problem for me. So not to be like insensitive or anything and say that that's not important, but like I'm fine right now. Like I'm fine with doing these Zoom calls every week, doing the podcast, and you know I'm fine fucking talking to my friends on GTA. If anything, it kind of balances out, because before it was literally like I would go to school, I would wake up really early, go to school, I'd get home, maybe be able to take a nap, then go to work sometimes, and then I would do homework all night, and I would never, I literally, over Christmas break, I played a video game. I played Jedi Fallen Order, and I was immediately going to start the next game. My mom was like, you're going to start another game? Why don't you just, chill out, play something with us, do this something? I'm like, Mom, I won't be able to play this game until school is out. And guess what? The next time I got to play that game was spring break when I was on vacation. It was Pokemon.
Oh,
It's like, I don't know. But it's kind of like even that. So while I can't really have a lot of social interaction, and the reason that it's the worst for me is because there's so many people in my friend group that just aren't following these rules, or don't care, and their parents don't care, and they just go hang out or whatever. So
exactly.
I feel like I'm being left behind in the social, I kind of have FOMO. So I feel like I'm missing out on all these moments. That's but then my only thing I could say is, oh well, I'm following the law. But it's well, they don't fucking care.
The worst part is there's no punishment at all.
Exactly.
So they can just do whatever they want while risking the lives of other people, and they don't care.
Right.
Because they don't get affected by it.
There are so many people on my Snapchat stories that are just I'm just come on, guys. I mean, so I know how sometimes people are there's a difference sometimes between going out and talking to one person and going and taking a selfie with 12 people. It's this is your pictures are gonna be in a fucking news article about this in 100 years. Those videos of those people on the beach are gonna be forever documented as the idiots of the coronavirus. Yeah, it'll be on the AP test.
It'll be the DBQ question.
Yeah, you do not want to be a DBQ quote. That's Carter Pikachik's quote of the episode.
Oh yeah,
dude, it's just it's
that. Sorry, you go, Ben.
You just no. I'm gonna take us off a train of thought. Just yeah.
Okay.
If it's one person and you hang out with the same person every day, and you're the only people, you see one person and that one person only sees you, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's fine. You're not spreading it to other people, but
right.
With you hang out with them, they hang out with someone else, and then you go.
And then you go in public and oh, I'm gonna go to Walmart. It's that's the one place where you should not go, because that's where my grandma has to go fucking grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I don't think they do though. I think sometimes I think my dad is bringing them some stuff. I don't know how exactly it works, but
you can get that pickup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, man, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
The worst part about this is there are so many old people in this town. There's
Exactly.
so many, and everyone's at risk, but nobody's been like punished or anything, so they don't realize what they're doing. That anything could be affected at any moment.
And certain people too, like people with pre-existing conditions, like for example, Burrow, he's got a lot of pre-existing conditions. He has like asthma and shit, right?
Yeah.
So like you'd think of like him of all people would like take it more seriously. And I know he's not. What to like kind of talk about what Kaiser was talking about earlier. He was like hammocking with people, so that's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. But I don't know, man. Like, it's just like you'd think that he would take it more seriously.
Yeah, taking things seriously. Like, I mean, I know since we're all in spring sports and they're all canceled, and you had that thing about Zooms.
Yeah, Liam's in spring sports.
Yeah,
sport is working all the time. I can't do that either. But
bro, you don't do tennis anymore?
No, I don't.
He quit last year for Duncan.
Yeah, it was kind of a win at that moment in time.
Yeah, but no, since they have like those Zooms and everything, and they're like they're trying to get people to like get together on like a social app, and a lot of people don't. Like, I'm one of those people that go because I feel like I don't feel forced, but I feel like it's the right thing.
And I feel bad for not like when I go to math and there's like 15 people there and they're all black skin, like it's just like the teacher's probably like, oh, nobody fucking cares, man, about math.
Dude, and then they're like,
at least I can give the illusion of caring when I'm in the class.
Yeah, they're trying to make us do a whole bunch of yeah, true. They make us trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like, well, what you're trying to like make me do requires time and stuff I don't want to put effort into because I want to just stay inside my house and do what I want. So it's like, yeah, it's like they're for baseball. They're like having us do like workouts and like everyday like training for like everything. They're like, you're gonna stay in shape for baseball, even though there's probably not going to be a season this year for. Like, well, there's already not a spring season, but there's probably not going to be a travel season too. So it's like you're wanting me to do this for like at what cost and like why? It's like, oh, it's for the betterment of like for our team. It's like, shut up. I'll do what I want. I've given up. They're having us do like challenges. They're doing quotes of the day. It's like, God, I wish my phone, like I wish I didn't have a phone right now. It's just blowing up.
Yeah, like what they do for us is we have to do like videos sometimes just in giggles, and then all the like some of the sports like compete for who has like the best video, and tennis has been kind of clutching some of the past ones, but you know, sometimes we get cucked by like a team that has way more people on it, like girls golf.
Tennis has like 19 people total,
and we got first place and barely second place. For both of the videos.
Third. That
was enough for you, Kaiser. I'm gonna be honest. Baseball took the.
Yeah, well, I didn't even participate in the second one. That was.
I didn't participate either.
You saw me? Did you see me in that one though? You see me? I was on the roof. Yeah, that was pretty funny. That took fucking 2 hours to film.
That's why I didn't participate.
But it literally, some people didn't even do shit. Okay, for those of you wondering, we're supposed to do this video challenge where you have to edit this. We have to like make a video. So the first one I missed because Willem Clifford, like I asked him what happened in Zoom, and he's like, you have to do a video, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And then he didn't tell me that it was due that night, so I'm like, well, shit. So when I missed the Wednesday one, I mean, I know I'm not trying to blame Willem Clifford for me missing the Zoom thing, but the next one you have to do a trick shot with a tennis ball or a ping pong ball, which I don't know why ping pong balls are included when where you're playing tennis. I guess it's table tennis. Table tennis, but still. The whole point of the video is it's one of those memes where you like throw the ball and then it comes off screen to someone else, you know? So my idea was I can get onto my roof from my bed, right? Like I can open my thing and go on my roof. So I'll just hit a tennis ball from my roof, the corner of my roof, into the basketball hoop. So the problem with that is my photographer was Henry. So I had him sit on the ground, and he was doing it pretty fine the first time, but as soon as I used all three balls, I'm like, oh, well, shit, this is going to take forever. So me and Henry, we've got a rubber, like a ice cream bucket, and tied a string to it. And so we had a pulley system basically where he would fill it with balls and I would pull it up and then I could just like keep going. And so one time, I swear to God, I got it in the hoop and Henry did not film it. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me, bro. So then we ended up using like a smaller basketball hoop, which wasn't as cool. I sent the video to the captain. He's like, you have to have a video of you catching it and a video of you throwing it. And so I text Will, I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, oops, sorry. I'm like, did you not know about that? He's like, I didn't even do the video. I went to the tree, I went to the woods to do it, and I got poked in the eye by a twig. And I think I commented like, I hope that hurt, bitch, or something like that. Because I was so pissed, because I had to like, it was so cringe, because I had to do like 2 videos of me catching the ball and throwing it, and it looked so bad. But I was like doing it at like nighttime, and I filmed the video at daytime, or whatever. Nobody cares. I tried more on that video than most of the other sports did, so.
Effort.
Whatever. It kind of just runs down to those like school elections on like popularity sometimes. Like on those, not necessarily, but like most of like the when they used to do the class president and everything. That was a lot of, because they don't have any power. What are you supposed to promise them to do something? It's whoever's the coolest gets to win. Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Yeah, and then sometimes Benny T wins. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Benny T. He's not gonna listen to this, so he doesn't care. But, Liam, Catman and Loudmouth, first appearance on the podcast. How does it make you feel?
It might be the greatest day of my life, actually.
Yeah, I can tell you're really enthusiastic about it.
I'm having a great time.
Kaiser, I heard. Did you just mutter under your breath? Oh my God, was that you?
No.
Who was that? Was that you, Carter?
I didn't do that.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I could see Ben saying that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm eating Pringles right now, so like
Okay.
that's.
So I talked about this on another podcast, but me and Liam were actually a superhero duo in 6th grade. We had a comic book that I would write and illustrate, and me and Liam would take down the villains of our middle school. Didn't get sent down to the office for that, but you know, even though I was kind of clowning on a lot of the people, but whatever. It was very cherished by like 4 people who read the entire thing. I don't even think Liam read like season 2 when I tried to do season 2.
I didn't.
Because
It's crazy to think that you get sent down to the office for something like this in high school, where everyone's bored, but you do something at like the same exact severity in middle school, and they just don't give a shit at all.
Well, they don't. It's all a joke, man. I don't even want to get into it. But like, the whole thing with Catman and Loudmouth was, that like season 2, it was in 7th grade, and you didn't have any classes with me. So literally, like, I was kind of switching friends groups, and I would just include characters like Brady Erlinson was one of the villains, and you're like, you didn't even like hang out with them ever. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, for at least season 1, it was like the villains were like. I
understand half of the characters.
The villains in season 1 were like Simon. Me and you are obviously friends with Simon. Linnea, fine with that. Nate Demlo, perfect. Colin, crazy Colin.
Oh my god, I forgot about him.
We knew about him. And then there's like John Braun. Yes, we both know John Braun. We're both friends with John Braun. Nate Schindler, like pretty much all people we're friends with. And then season 2, it was like Willem, Brady, I want to say Tyler Johnson, I think, was a villain. And then Burrow was a villain. And then, yeah. And then it just didn't work out. It was fine. And then I did like a Star Wars special where we tried to copy like I kind of got the inspiration from Family Guy, when they basically made a character from the book into Star Wars, but it doesn't work because we didn't make references to Catman and Loudmouth. We made references to us. Not even. It was just me drawing Star Wars Episode 4 and just making them look like shit, making them look like people that don't look like them, and then adding jokes But that was the whole beauty of the Family Guy special, is because it sounded like when, and the funny thing is seeing like who the characters play. Like when the giant chicken was Boba Fett, it was pretty funny because it makes sense because Peter is Han Solo.
That's probably my least favorite Family Guy episode because I don't understand any of it.
Oh, because you haven't seen Star Wars. I love those episodes.
Those episodes are like above average compared to some of them.
The new ones are not good.
Oh,
I guess Seth MacFarlane stopped waiting for Family Guy or something.
I fucking watch. I call me a clown. I watch every episode of Family Guy. I've
seen the last season too, but I just it's not as funny as the first few seasons.
What I should do is go back and watch The Simpsons and get up with that. But I heard that's not funny anymore either. I need to watch a show that's like long, but like I can just binge. You know what I'm saying?
South Park is consistently funny. And that's
true.
What I give it to.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. The Simpsons at least is good for the first like 10 seasons. Same with Family Guy. That's good for like season 9.
Bob's Burgers is still good too.
I love Bob's Burgers.
Rick and Morty's coming back this weekend.
I know.
Oh,
it's
thank
like
God.
3 days. 3 days.
3 days, May 3rd. Anyways.
Oh my god.
So wait, now
it's like that's
2
tomorrow.
days.
Yeah, it's technically tomorrow.
It's one.
I watched an episode of Family Guy recently, and it was like so like terrible. Like I don't even remember what the plot. Like the plot was, I think Peter was like sweating because his AC in his car didn't work. So then someone slipped in the sweat at work, and then his boss made him work from home. So then him and Lois get in these like skits where they're like doing office shit, and like it made no sense. And Lois got mad at Peter for working there. He wasn't even doing anything wrong, and so it's like I don't even understand what the whole point of this episode is. The B plot was Brian, Stewie, and Chris were gonna make a Kickstarter movie. That was kind of funny, but still, it's like, oh my god, they're just making fun of Kickstarter. But it's like
that's another thing. I think they've run out of creativity for the cutscenes.
True.
Well, yeah, and when they have like jokes that are literally like, let's just repeat the same thing for like 3 minutes to fill time. It's like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I just couldn't take the quality back then. Like, they're still funny, but like, it was like when they got to like the middle pack, like season 7 through like 11, I was starting to enjoy it more because it had decent quality and it was still funny. But like seasons 1, 2, and 3, it's like I struggle to watch because it literally like it seems like it was made when it was made.
Like the animation.
Like, I don't even.
It's so crazy how they've changed the characters into characters that people just don't like anymore.
I know.
Yeah,
I used to like, Brian was okay at the beginning of the seasons, but now Brian's just a total simp and so fucking annoying.
He's like Brian. This is dead ass. People who watch both of these shows will know Brian from Family Guy and Ryan from The Office have the exact same character development across the show. Like he's like the funny guy. Brian is like the guy who's like, in season 1, he's like, hey, Peter, it's past 7 o'clock and you got your pants on. What's the deal? And he's got like the martini and he's doing shit like that. He's being funny just by like making commentary on what everybody else is doing, like clowning on Peter. That's what Ryan does in the season 1. He just clowns on Michael Scott. Then like halfway through, he just becomes a dick. And it's like, what happened? What the fuck? Why is he being a dick now? Like Ryan, at least, I'll give it to him. Ryan in The Office, though, is like, funny how much of a dick he is. It's like, what a douchebag. We all know someone like this. But anyways,
it's weird. They all of the Family Guy episodes now have the same scheme with an A plot and a B plot.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember one of the best episodes of Family Guy was where they were stuck inside, and it was raining out, and they were all just hating on Meg.
You like that episode?
I thought that was a great episode.
Brian did mushrooms in that, right?
Yeah.
I love that episode.
Fun fact, that's the watch.
An A plot and a B plot. It was just.
That's the Watch Mojo least favorite. That's the Watch Mojo number 1 worst Family Guy episode.
That's a great episode.
Here's
that episode's fantastic.
Here's a fun fact about.
Go back to it.
Here's a fun fact about Watch Mojo. Watch Mojo did a top 10 Family Guy episodes video back in 2000, back when season 12 was around, right? And that was back when Brian died. Now, for those of you who don't know, in season 12, they thought they could kill off Brian for no fucking reason.
They should have killed off Brian now.
They kill off Brian, and they bring in some other guy for like a couple episodes, and it's like, is this permanent?
Dog is so annoying.
They had this dog named Vinny. It's so
they had to bring him back.
And then Lois first of all, they don't even care. Like, the writing was so bad. There's, like, a funny meme that I was watching a YouTube channel that was, like, if you watch an episode, Lois literally, like, you could tell, like, she was trying to, like, say something in case viewers were just tuning in. Because as soon as Brian dies, and then Meg is like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And Lois goes, well, it's true, Meg. Our dog Brian is dead. It's like, what the fuck? Can you imagine saying that when your dog dies? But it's they Watch Mojo put that Brian dying episode as their honorable mention for their best Family Guy episode. And then when they did the worst Family Guy episodes, it was number 3. It's like, you guys suck. Like, I hate Watch Mojo. They're so inconsistent.
Dude, that was just... It was the only consistent character in that was, like, somewhat funny was Stewie. And that's because he's
Stewie,
he's just an
Stewie
idiotic
was really
genius.
funny, but his character has not been consistent at all. Like, he was absolutely insane in the beginning 2 first season, so he's just trying to kill Lois over and over again.
Which was super funny, and it was
loved
like...
that.
I liked it. I liked it between when he was just like obnoxiously like British and like his only point was to kill Lois. I liked it when it was like he hated Lois, and it was like when he started being friends with Brian. That's when it was peak. And I know, and it's not like I'm being offensive, but like they're making this joke that Stewie is gay now, and that's like his whole character arc, which is fine. I don't care, but like, it's like, I don't know. I wish he was just like. Do more.
I wish he was a bitch again.
I wish he would be like he would do shit with Brian like all the time like he used to, like seasons like 4 through like 8 or something like that. We're getting way too in depth about fucking Family Guy.
One last thing, that dog that they tried to bring in, they tried to make him Italian too.
Oh
That
yeah,
was terrible.
Yeah.
Why?
That was his personality. Kaiser. He was Italian.
Yeah, I know, but still, that dog just did not go well. That was just a terrible.
Imagine your personality being Italian.
Yeah.
I know.
I saw a tweet where it was like a picture of this guy's face that was like hollow. It was like a meme, and it was like Seth MacFarlane and Fox makes him do another season of Family Guy instead of letting him do Star Trek cosplay and letting him LARP as Frank Sinatra. Like that's literally like. He probably is so passionate about that fucking Orville show. But Family Guy's like, oh, fuck, Family Guy again. Oh, American Dad, too.
I like
Seth
American Dad.
MacFarlane's a good singer, but I don't think anybody will ever be able to take him seriously as a singer.
Well, yeah, no. He's funny. He's too funny to be a singer.
True.
He's
but
talented.
he could do Bo Burnham shit.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And we need a new Bo Burnham, considering Bo Burnham's gone.
Well,
Where did he go?
He just is...
He was sad.
Got, like, social anxiety.
Yeah, he's too...
So
he said that he doesn't want to do comedy anymore.
That sucks.
So Bo Burnham is this guy who me and Liam liked. And me and Liam have this thing where we don't really talk that as much as we used to anymore because we don't have any classes together. But literally we'll be talking and I'll be like, dude, I was listening to this guy. Like Liam was talking about Quadeca, who's this guy on YouTube. And I'm like, bro, you listen to Quadeca? And he's like, no way. Like, none of our friends listen to Quadeca, but just me and Liam are too similar that we listen to the exact same
song?
shit.
You heard the new song, Lucas?
I did.
The song goes
so good.
hard.
So good.
Oh.
No. But anyways, fucking, there's this guy named Bo Burnham who's like a comedian, but he like sings songs, and he just clowns on everybody in these songs. Like, he did a song that's like probably his most famous song, where it was like a song where he just shat on country music the entire time.
God, I love that.
So funny. But the last, me and Liam, like I watched when it came out in like 2017, and I thought it was funny. But then me and Liam listened back to it, and it was all like symbolism for how he's like depressed and shit. So I was like,
yeah.
Oh fuck,
the
no.
Happy one.
Yeah.
That one was.
That's my favorite. That's definitely my favorite special.
Yeah.
Because he actually goes into his like mental health.
I would recommend. Yeah, that's my Lucas Hansen recommendation. If you need a Netflix comedy special to watch, don't watch Amy Schumer. Don't watch fucking.
God, Amy Schumer.
Don't watch
Tiger King.
Yeah. Watch both. Watch What and then watch Make Happy.
Also, What is on YouTube? So
What is free on YouTube? I don't know if What is on Netflix anymore.
I think they added it not too long ago.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, but this quarantine's been like making me think back of like old shows that I used to watch and actually like understand them, like dive in, and some are just like completely weird.
Like what?
I realized like Ice Age, I watched like the entire series of that just one day. I learned so much about that movie that I didn't know as a kid, and I'm creeped out about it.
Like they made so much inappropriate jokes.
Yeah, they made
Like
so
what?
like they swore actually quite a bit, and it was it's like you couldn't even like I didn't even know that like they swore. It's just like I rewatched it and I'm like, oh my god, they did this.
Yeah, it was
And
like
it's like I didn't even know that they made Manny a complete simp. Like
oh really?
when they came back to it.
Oh yeah, with the one girl, with the one other female
Yeah.
mammoth.
Yeah.
Who is that? Beyonce, right?
Oh,
Is that
really?
Beyonce?
What was her
Yeah.
name in the?
All I remember was
Ally.
their daughter was played by True Jackson VP from Nickelodeon.
Dude, Diego was a psychopath.
Dude,
That's
what the
all.
fuck was wrong with
He
Diego
is.
in episode 1? I saw a meme that was like some animator in 2003 was like, we gotta make a mammoth and he has to be voiced by Ray Romano. It was like, oh my god.
His wife's name is Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. Who
And
plays her?
Ellie.
Here's a question. Oh my god. Have you like SpongeBob is like one of those main shows though where they have so much inside jokes in it. Like even
Voiced
now.
by Queen Latifah.
Oh,
Really?
Beyonce.
Bruh.
Even like now, like I've seen SpongeBob scenes that I never had noticed ever. Like I've never even I watched videos like dirty jokes you missed in SpongeBob and they didn't even mention them. People are still noticing them now. There's one where these kids were making this like statue of this mermaid, and she was flat chested, like she didn't have any like boobs or anything, and the kids were both holding snowballs in their hands. So and like someone went by them.
Oh
and
my god.
I never noticed that. And nobody noticed that apparently because it was never in any of those videos.
Dude, I learned the entire like plot, like the entire reason Phineas and Ferb was made, and it's changed it forever.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, all I like remember hearing is that like Candace, like Phineas and Ferb died at a young age.
That's not real, man.
What are you saying?
No, wait about this. Candace developed schizophrenia.
What the
and-
guys? Are you talking about a fucking creepy pasta?
No. Like, hear me out here.
I saw this too.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
listening
no,
to this.
No, hear me out here. Like, and then they made Dr. Doofenshmirtz was actually like her therapist, and he was viewed bad literally because she like wouldn't believe that they were dead. And then it came back to the point where it's from her view, seeing what they did, like a summer of what they would have done if they were alive from her view. It's so creepy.
Jesus, that's
It's like,
evil.
Kaiser, that
No,
makes
it's
no
evil.
sense.
That's
I know.
terrible.
Jeff Swampy Marsh would never pull that shit.
I don't believe so. Some people come up with weird stuff. Like, there's more I've seen that I like don't remember, but that was just one that just stuck. That's kind of like I know it's not real, but it like if I think about it enough, it actually seemed like it was real.
You know what's the show I have to go back to is The Misadventures of Flapjack? Because that was just the weirdest show of all time, and I found it entertaining as a kid. Now it just seems really fucked up, and I want to see if there's any like hidden messages about anything in there.
Kaiser, I'll say this. Your Phineas and Ferb is one of those shows that I remember me and you always liked to watch, like talked about it when we went to elementary school together. And I think I
Yeah.
remember one time we went to some like apple orchard and we were listening to the soundtrack on the way back. That's a memory I have in my brain. Can we talk about the fact that show, every fucking episode was the same, yet they still made it interesting every time.
Yeah. So
Every
true.
episode
It
had the
this-
exact same plot.
Yep, same plot the entire time. They just did something different. Ended
They
up the same
invented
exact
things.
thing. Yeah, it was a changed invention, but like they made it different and interesting every single time. I have no clue how.
I also
but it just worked.
I also like in that show how Dr. Doofenshmirtz is like the nicest villain of all time. Like his whole plot of like his whole motivation is just to invent things, just to remove his pet peeves. Like he'll do this. he'll have this whole big evil machine, and it's just to like shoot someone with it so they make up their mind so they can order their food faster so he can take less time waiting in lines. That's literally the whole episode. And then like he literally will do that and Perry the Platypus will have to destroy it because that's his job. But he'll like go into this whole in-depth monologue and he's just so nice to Perry the Platypus. Like he'll like fight him, but just because Perry the Platypus wants to destroy his invention, and he'll like go into like depth of like why he wants to like talk to, like explain it to Perry the Platypus. Like he'll have backstory and like he had like a fucked up childhood and shit. It's like that's kind of like complex writing for a show about that kind of stuff. Yeah, when I was a boy in Gimbelstumpf, and it was like ridiculously like bad. Like both of his parents didn't show up for his birth. That's impossible. His parents made him like do work as a lawn gnome. Yeah, that show is so awesome. And that fucking movie is like the best Disney Channel movie. I feel like.
And Ferb, the movie Across the Second Dimension.
Across the Second Dimension.
That 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. The songs in that too are so fucking good.
Have you seen the rating from Rotten Tomatoes on the movie?
No. What are they?
I know it was like extremely high. Let me see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The fucking thing with that movie is like the ending of that movie.
It's 100% on Rotten.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That doesn't happen.
We fucking in the ending of that movie when all of the inventions come out, it's like the ending. Well, actually, it's like the best like superhero ending of all time. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
you're not gonna spoil the movie.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it because my dad is gonna listen to this.
Oh, has he not seen it?
No, he hasn't seen Iron Man 2. He's like, me and my dad have a problem where we want to watch things in a very specific circumstance. So he's going to only watch those movies when he's in... He was going to only watch those movies in order. So he has to sit through... The next thing he has to sit through is Iron Man 2, followed by Thor. So he doesn't really have motivation to do that.
Yeah.
For me, like... That's a problem for him because it's like, do you expect us not to talk about a movie that's been out for fucking 10 years? But also at the same time, for me, Jack Dunn watched Breaking Bad, and my grandparents watched Breaking Bad, and they can't talk about it in front of me because I haven't seen it. But it's all, like I feel like a dick because I'm like restricting their one conversation piece. But also at the same time, it's like, bruh, you watch this one show, can you not spoil it for me? But it's like at the same time, like I could watch it, but I don't have. Yeah. I want to do other things, but I also don't want to be spoiled for it. So I don't know. It's kind of.
Yeah, I hadn't seen a single Marvel movie until Infinity War came out, and then I watched them all in 2 days with Caleb Long.
Oh really?
It was intense.
Oh my god.
I watched all of them within a month, so you're way more impressive than me.
I know.
When John was watching this, he's like, Lucas is a genius because now he knows all the stuff that happened, and he got like a recap. And you pretty much have to see all those movies to fully enjoy Endgame.
Yeah.
But what I will say though, I'm not a genius because if I was a genius, I would do it before Infinity War because that probably has the best ending, like the most like biggest twist of any ending.
Yes.
And I got spoiled for it because of memes, and I took a year to watch it. But to be fair though, I will say. Fucking, for example, I saw a tweet that was talking about how Sonic the Hedgehog had an end credit scene, and people waited like 2 months to talk about that. But when Infinity War, the ending of that became a meme the next weekend. It was so bullshit.
The end credit scene of Sonic wasn't even like that good.
Well, it wasn't
in my opinion.
I was freaking the fuck out. I thought it was awesome, but at the same, I don't give a shit. It was pretty cool though. You gotta admit.
I suppose.
It's cool for fucking Sonic.
Far better than I thought it was gonna.
Well, it was better. I watched it in an empty theater with Danny Rowan, really? Ellie, and Lauren Pace, and we just clowned on the movie. Like not clowned on it like we were talking during it, but when at the ending of the movie when like that guy was like, "You're not gonna kill my friend," and it's like Sonic, who he's known for like 2 hours, and Sonic like wakes up and it just cuts to his eye, and he like wakes back up and like goes Super Saiyan. I just started screaming off. I'm like, what the fuck? What the shit? Also, have you guys seen Star Wars, like the newest one? Probably not, right? Liam, you haven't, right?
I have not.
Which one was?
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Can I
I
spoil
can't
it,
keep
Liam, or
track of
no?
them, but I've seen it.
No, I've seen it. Yeah.
Liam, do you care if I spoil it?
Yeah, whatever.
So at the end of the movie, okay, by the way, skip like you know how you on YouTube can do the thing where you double tap and you skip 10 seconds? I think Burrow hasn't seen the movie yet. So Burrow, skip like a couple seconds, skip like 1 minute after like I say the word, like after I say now. Not that time I said now, but like when I say like with emphasis, so you don't get spoiled. I still want to talk about it, but I don't want you to get spoiled. So right now. So at the end of that movie, Kylo Ren and Rey kiss. And so it's the cringy, it's so it's so out of fucking nowhere. And then right after that, Kylo Ren fucking dies, and he just like disintegrates. So me and Carl are watching that movie, and Carl just starts laughing. And so I'm just like, you fuck. I was just laughing my ass off.
Dude.
That movie was like, I watched it with the wrong people. Like I should have watched. Like I'm glad I watched it with Logan McGrath. But like Willem, I brought to it because we had a bunch of extra tickets. I brought Willem to it. Willem didn't really care. And then I brought Carl to it, and he didn't he didn't really care either. I should have sat by McGrath because he's more of a Star Wars fan, and Carl isn't. So he's seen all the movies though, so that's why I took him.
Yeah, I went with Danny, and that was a good experience with him being a decently well Star Wars fan. Like he understood kind of what was going on in it. The movie was it was good. Like again, I don't critique movies very much because half of the time I barely care to understand. I'm just there staring.
Oh, by the way, the thing is, the Zoom is about to end, so you gotta re-log in.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, it's just.
I mean, we've been doing this for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we're almost done with the. Well, no, it's not an hour. It's 40 minutes. That's how long the timer goes. We're almost done with the podcast, though. By the way, we're just gonna wait till we're done with things to talk about.
Yeah. All right.
I'm surprised by how good this podcast is going. Like you two newbies have been able to withstand conversation when like some people who I've had on like 2 times are like, well, the thing just cut out. But what I was gonna say is, some people who I have on multiple times still don't know what I'm trying to like. Don't pick up my social cues when I'm trying to get them to start conversation. Not gonna name names, but all right, I'm gonna pause right now. All right, we're back. Oh, what the fuck just? Oh, never mind. But no, yeah. What were we talking about right before I started talking about how the Zoom was about to end? Movies.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars right now. That show is so fucking good. Well, these last couple episodes have been good. Some of the other ones.
Is that the one on
How they
Cartoon
do, like,
Network?
4 at a time. Some suck.
How they do 4 episode arcs, and when that 4 episode arc is kind of eh.
Weren't you mad about the training one or whatever?
Training
arc. Where they like trained in the woods for a while.
Oh yeah, they had there was one in season like 4 or 5. Literally like there was an arc where they were training in the woods, and there was an arc where they were like they're fucking droids on a desert, like just talking. It's like, oh my, give me a fucking break. Let me get to the Darth Maul shit. But this is the final season. They haven't released a new Clone Wars season since like 2014, 2013. So they're finally back. And they have 3 4-episode arcs. It's the whole season is 3 4-episode arcs. And the first one was like, okay. Then the middle one was just like, all right, why are we doing this? Like, come on, let's get to, like, one of the episodes, they're in this prison, right? I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to kind of talk about it. They're in this prison, and then by the end of the episode, they break out, and then they get caught again, and they're in the same prison by the end of the episode. So it's like, what was the point of that episode? There's zero thing correlating with the rest of the show. But like, whatever. So that's ending. On May the 4th is the season finale is coming out, so I'm excited for that. All right. Have you been watching any shows, Kaiser, or no?
Not a TV guy. I'm gonna get back into it though, because I need to not play Valorant 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And Ben's starting to get real mad at Valley.
Dude, it's Ricky. It's completely Ricky. I can't.
You can't handle him?
No, not anymore.
I've never talked to Ricky. I just know him because of you guys. I'm in a bunch of group chats with him.
Ricky asked why I couldn't play with him tonight, and I said I gotta do this podcast thing. He's like, who's gonna be on it? I was like, Ben and Liam, and then someone you don't know. And he was like, you need to send me that link.
Yeah, but Ricky, if you listen to this, bro, you're a legend.
Dude, yeah, no, competitive just ruined the fun.
Ben is the bottom rank.
Oh my god.
That's just it's not because it didn't come from a first person shooter game at all. It was.
That seems like a game that I would play for a couple of weeks and then be like, this game honestly is the worst game of all time. I don't even understand. It
that's
literally
what's happening.
It's gonna end up that way. It 100 is gonna end up that way.
Dude, that's what happened with Apex Legends. I played it. I was like, this game is way better than Fortnite, and then I just stopped playing because it was like, oh my god. I know Liam used to play it, but
I really like Apex still.
Yeah.
I like the movement in Apex.
I like
how you have to stop just to shoot accurately. That's dumb.
In Apex?
No, CS:GO and Valorant.
Valorant is exactly like that.
Hit any shot.
Really annoying.
I don't like it when it's not. You can't move and I don't like it when it's not fast paced. Overwatch, of course, Carter, from you, it's you're flying everywhere, sniping shit all over shit. So it's I don't know. Valorant is one of those games where it's it looks like the creative destruction was to Fortnite. It looks like that to Overwatch. So it's
Dude, it was just.
I mean,
creative destruction.
Me and Liam played this Fortnite ripoff on our phones called Creative Destruction, and we got we realized that it was all bots.
Yes.
Realm Royale.
Yes.
Download Realm Royale.
Dude, me, Tyler, and Luke played Realm Royale for a solid month consistently. Probably one of the better games that.
It's okay. It is okay.
It was okay, but it was fun at the time because no one was good, and you could get a win every 2 or 3 games.
Me, Liam, and Bailey would play, and we would basically just destroy because it was all bots. Same with Creative Destruction. We were we got 20 kills on our first game ever, but it's all bots. Then again, we did lose because I got a fucking airstrike and I blew up. Me and Liam killed ourselves with it.
Oh my god.
That's how PUBG Mobile was. All bots.
I know. It was just
they hyped it up because the PC game, it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh shit, it's gonna be on mobile. It's just 100% bots, and it's just
exactly.
Okay.
Dude,
that's how Mario Kart was. Mario Kart Tour.
Yeah.
One of the worst age things I've ever talked about on the podcast was how much I loved Mario Kart Tour in episode fucking 1. That is the worst. That game sucks. It's probably one of the worst games that came out last year. It's the worst Mario Kart game.
For 4 days.
It's a fun game on my phone, but it's compared to Mario, it's Nintendo. Come on, man. Pokemon Go is so good, kind of. Here's the main problem. Make the fucking game that you have to play it vertical. Why is it in portrait mode? It's so stupid.
Ooh. Yeah. No. Hype ruins games at times.
That is true.
And not ruins, but makes games better than they seem, and then they're just terrible after you realize it.
That's why I'm scared, man. I've been excited for this Lego Star Wars game since I found out they're making more movies. And if that game sucks, I'm going to be so disappointed. I'm going to drop a video on my channel that isn't the podcast. I'm going to do a review of that game. And if that game isn't good, I'll let you fucking know. Oh my god.
You should do a playthrough of it.
Yeah.
Let's play?
Yeah.
Should I do me and Henry do co-op? That'd be funny.
I would watch.
I think I said, would anybody watch a let's play of me and Henry doing that? And I think I was in a PlayStation party and everybody's like, no, fuck you. I would not watch that.
I would watch.
That'd be interesting.
I would just clickbait Henry's reviews.
Playing the new Lego Star Wars game with my little brother who's very
you gotta do a ... butt title on YouTube. You gotta do
all caps.
The title has to be Lego Star Wars, but I'm playing with my 7-year-old brother.
Near death experience, drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Action.
Lego Star Wars, but my 8-year-old brother carries me.
Yeah, the podcast Henry's gonna be on the podcast pretty soon. I'm not gonna spoil one. The podcast, but my 8-year-old brother ruins it. I've been trying to kind of clickbait him, but every title I try to clickbait, it's just It's like, bro, this is. I'm clickbaiting the boring stuff. I gotta just talk about what the episode's about.
What is this episode about?
Cartoons.
This episode's about how much we all hate fucking Family Guy.
Yeah. New Family Guy.
The
New
picture
Family Guy.
is gonna be the Family Guy drawing you did of me and Ryan. And
Oh my god! I just
Yes.
remembered that. I said I was gonna draw. I drew Carter Pekacic in math class because I was bored, and then I was like, I'll draw Kaiser. I just drew Peter Griffin, and then Hallie was like, draw me. I drew Lois, and then I was like, Ryan Fagny, I'm gonna draw you. And he's like, yeah, sure. I drew Joe Swanson. It was so funny, and the sub was like, those are some pretty good drawings, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Even though I haven't been working on math. Yeah.
One class I miss being in, like just for the class, not for learning or anything, just how that class worked. Just miss it.
Wait, was that sub miss?
Yeah, I'll bleep that out now.
Oh,
Thanks a
Miss
lot.
Rig is by far my favorite sub.
Oh, she's the best sub by a landslide.
Miss Rig so
Completely.
much.
Not even close.
Unlike the one I'm not gonna name drop here, but the one Spanish sub.
He's awesome. You shut up.
I don't like
That
no,
Spanish
no.
sub is awesome, Kaiser. Fuck
as
you.
long as he doesn't call on you, he's amazing.
He
Sam
roasts
Rebay
people.
It's the Sam Rebay curse that sort of came my way. Lucas, you'd know because of physics. Sam
Yeah.
does not like this person to like any extent.
Mm-hmm.
He was telling me and Eric one time in Spanish because everyone was gone for some reason, and it was literally just me, Eric, and Ryan Fagan with him in Spanish class. And he was just like, "So what are you guys up to? How old are you? Like, you guys driving and stuff?" And we were like, "Yeah, we're driving." And he's like, "I don't drive legally in Europe." And we were just like, "What?" And he's like, "I don't have a license."
What?
We were just like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "As long as I don't get caught, it's much cheaper than taking the classes."
Oh my god.
That's
So we're just like, "Why don't you just do like the 30 hours of class?" And he's like, "In Europe, it's like 200 hours of in-class shit. They take it much more seriously there."
Just don't live in Europe. Here's the thing.
but that's also because they have different rules with like drinking and
Whatever.
other stuff for like you know they gotta.
Here's what I will say. That sub. One time I was in a bad mood because of a thing that happened at the school that I think you all know about. And I wasn't in the school spirits. But it was Snow Week. And Simon was nominated for Snow Week King. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to the thing because I don't like this school, but I want to support my friend. And the sub was like, just go. Why don't you just go? Who cares? And so I went, and then he won. So then I was like, thank you, substitute teacher. Thank you for the advice.
Junior year is the year that you give up caring on school and realizing that it actually
That was third grade.
And realize it's a conspiracy. The entire school is a fucking conspiracy.
Yeah.
Just like Kaiser with his weird ass Phineas and Ferb creepy pasta. What the fuck? Did you
It's
know that
really
Candace,
wrong, I'm
Phineas, and
telling
Ferb
you.
are dead the whole time?
There's a Wikipedia.
The sixth sense, Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, that was a TikTok I saw, and this dude does many more. Like he did SpongeBob, he did like what other?
Did
shows?
you know that
Adventure
every
Time.
character in SpongeBob represents the 7 deadly sins?
Bro, shut up.
I
No
kind
one
of
cares.
I just realized how
Liam's like, oh fuck, I forgot what the sentence.
no, I don't
You're
know
Liam.
words.
You're
I don't
Liam,
know
not
words.
Ben.
Shit.
Yeah. no,
Anyways, so PewDiePie made a video. Okay, he's like, if you get this Lawai to 1 billion likes, I'll watch Verb.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, okay, 1 million likes. And he's like, it doesn't matter. You guys aren't gonna get it anyways. They got it to 1 million likes in like 6 hours, so he could watch Phineas and Ferb. And I was just like,
It's so. Here's
are you
the thing.
serious?
It's so unfunny when people post like Phineas and Ferb memes in the subreddit because he doesn't get it. He's like, Felix won't get this one. It's like, okay, come, like, is that really funny though? We've seen these memes before. You're just reposting Phineas and Ferb. It's just a picture of like a triangle and a square. It's like, oh, Phineas and Ferb, huh? But it's like, okay, whatever. The thing is, he posted something to Twitter or Instagram. He's like, no video today. I ran into some copyright issues. And everybody's like, oh, he tried to watch Phineas and Ferb. He tried to watch Phineas and Ferb. Oh, my God. But whatever. All right, do you guys have any, like, closing things you guys want to talk about? We're an hour and a half in.
Long. Stay safe on the internet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't do stupid stuff.
Why are you saying that?
I feel like you're targeting me here, Kaiser.
No. TikTok. It's taken over my life, dude.
Oh, no,
I've
Kaiser.
seen too many bad things. That's my ending thing, yeah. Just don't do stupid stuff.
Stay safe by staying on the internet, not by going outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Carter?
thought it's safer to be on the internet right now than it is to be outside.
True.
Carter?
True. No one can see this, but I'm appreciating how blue Ben's just surrounding it.
Yeah, what the
It's just
fuck?
everything.
Sometimes you're in
should be
you're in math
streaming,
and you're like, you look like you're about to live stream. You got your headphones on, you got your fucking LED lights on the back.
It's
I'm
like
like,
a professional grade webcam.
It's
Exactly.
great.
Dude, it's not a professional grade webcam. It goes wrong a lot of times. No, that's actually a story I have to end this off on. We were in an English breakout room. I was with Carl. I had my lights on like auto, so they were flipping, and Carl's like, dude, just one thing to talk about. Your like lights are giving me like OCD. Like he was just it took him like 15 minutes to complain about how my lights were doing it. I'm surprised the other two didn't, because
what are they doing? Just
realized how
switching,
bad
like,
it is.
fading to all the different colors?
Yeah, here, just we'll do
Here
this.
we go.
Like,
Okay, that's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah, that's
I was about to
terrible.
clown on Carl, but now I'm gonna clown on you. That looks like shit.
no, it was that. Click the wrong one. Is that?
It's not better.
That's terrible.
No, I know it's not better. It took
Carl,
Carl that
Daniel-
long.
Good thing Daniel Burrow can't see it. He might have a seizure.
Oh my
Yeah, no,
God.
Bruh.
All right,
Yeah,
Carter,
no.
thanks. The good job on this episode, fellas. I'm glad that you guys came on at literally the last minute. This episode is being released in 8 hours, and I still have to edit and make the thumbnail and do the entire thing.
Well,
But
have
you know what I'm
fun
gonna do
with
after
that,
this? I'm
Lukas.
gonna go play GTA.
Oh my God.
Go get into a TV show too.
And Liam, want to play Valorant?
Yeah, we can
I'll
do
play
that.
Valorant.
Because you're the only one that
Actually,
want to
we-
play with me.
You know
Yeah.
what? Justin's on a Minecraft server.
Yeah,
Almost
Justin
might
actually
rather
asked
play
me-
Who the
Minecraft.
fuck is Justin?
Justin.
He asked me as well.
Yeah, he asked me about that. He's like, "You want to help me with this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah,
Who's
let's
Justin?
go. Justin, he worked at
From
Dunkin',
Duncan.
the senior.
Dude,
Okay.
we might that might be a thing again this summer. Watch out.
Yeah, oh my God. It might be.
All
I
right.
don't know.
It is. It's already.
Hopefully I get yelled at or something and just quit on the spot, then I go back to Dunkin'. I'm just kidding.
Maybe I just don't have a job and then I work at Dunkin'. Upgrade the Dunkin' squad.
This video is sponsored by Duncan Donuts.
Yep.
All right. Well, hopefully you don't work
Alright.
at Dunkin', because now I have to. If you do, I have to go back and bleep every single thing you just shit talked about the place.
You
All
already
right.
have a job. You're
Liam,
fine.
say the secrets. What do they do there?
Frozen donuts.
Oh my God. They're not Wendy's that have a secret terrorist organization. It's Dunkin' Donuts.
It might be. The owner is, anyways.
No.
Let me guess. You
Bruh.
put too much creamer. You put way too much creamer in the coffee. Drug it up, and then.
What the fuck?
That's another creepy pasta.
Kaiser and his creepy pastas, man. I don't know, man.
Is that why that one person kept drinking all the creamer, Liam? The certain person we can't name?
Oh,
Oh,
that
God.
certain
I'll
person that
type
we
it.
can't name.
Someone was drinking
Oh.
creamer where I work. Okay, we gotta end this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
God.
my God.
Just drinks creamer.
Oh, bruh.
Yo, help.
If you're listening,
Alright.
you listen to Creamer, man. I don't know what your deal is. All right. Good episode. See you next week for a very special, maybe special episode of the podcast. There may be
I
a
wonder
special
what that
guest.
could be.
All right, see ya.